Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Daniel, do you like oolong tea? I don't think I've ever had it. Yeah. Okay, apparently he has. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything, and I wouldn't know the difference. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself, or humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Maybe it's because she's so in love. Okay, no. I'm not even gonna reference that. Is that so? I was letting it show. You're making a poem without even trying. Yeah, and she's probably just happy. What am I saying about love? And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Okay, well... It's like, if that's not an obvious hint, I don't know what is. That's great, Yuri. I'm clearly oblivious to your romantic feelings. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Daniel. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. What do you mean? Are her feelings too much for you? I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Daniel, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my... Yeah... I'm not even gonna go there. It's like, Natsuki already went there for us. Your posture, right? Yes, her posture. Let's go with that. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Okay, no. I've had a lot of SpongeBob on the brain, if you can't tell. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. I've never thought of it that way. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. And I'm really scared of intimacy. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but... What do you mean, was? She's banging. Okay, no. Okay, no. Well, I mean, she is cute. Come on. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. So what, she's coming on too strong for you? Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yes, because then someone will call you a pervert and then slap your face, and then a whole bunch of wacky shenanigans will pursue. Possibly. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing, thankfully. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well... Second thoughts. If I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Yes. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. And yeah, the whole particle effect going on. I've always liked that. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time of reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural, as if we've been dating for 5 years and she already knows our routine of feeding each other. Okay, no. But that means I can't stop here. But I'm not done yet. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, and she looks totally adorable. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Her eyes just widen. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks, and she looks even more adorable. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Yup, it happened. Daniel, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Only friends? Okay, no, I already made that joke. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah, that's something more like couples would do, but okay. Or unless it's like, you're the same gender friends, and... Well, then again, do guys even do that? I don't think so. Whatever. What am I even saying? Not really in this context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I didn't tell you to stop. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine, and then it's like time itself has stopped. The world! Okay, no, I'm not Dio. How did it even come to this? I don't know, just ask Dan Salvato. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay. Romantic moment over. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Daniel, can you help you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. We weren't doing anything, I swear. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. It sure was. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Okie dokie, let's see. Let's go with Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Oh, she just realized what she said. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? No, I swear, it's not like that. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. People are listening. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... she's beautiful, and she's not... I'm not a... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. Mr. Oblivious. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place, because I already impressed her in another universe. And I guess we don't get to see her poem. Let's see. Sayori, what do you got for me, girl? Ooh, I like this one, Daniel. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, because, I mean, otherwise then it's just a bunch of jumble of words. Oh wait, that's exactly what my poem is. Okay, never mind. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Well, I do, and it's kind of all over the place. Spoiler alert. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You wanna write something for me? Later, Sayori. Shh, later. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Shh. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Shh. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. I know what he means. But then, I mean, I've played the original game. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Let me see, I guess I'll go with Monica. Hi again, Daniel. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented and beautiful and smart and... What am I talking about? Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most... romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. Yeah, the original game is pretty much... I can't read some of this dialogue without thinking about the original game. You bet she's a different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? The inner mechanisms of her mind are an enigma. I'm just gonna be quoting SpongeBob all day, aren't I? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, not unless she's thinking about milk spilling over. No, of course not. You better not. Don't be messing with my girl. Okay, no. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that... You must be pretty into her. No. No. You completely misunderstood. It's not like that, I swear. I don't have a crush on her, and I don't want to marry her, and whatever, and... Okay, pfft. It's like, yeah, I'm totally not helping him. Calm down, I'm kidding. It's a joke. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Dang it. There goes my chance. Wait, really? Yeah. A fictional one, anyway. We call them husbandos. Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't be too far off. It's normal to have a crush on some fictional character. Movie, books, games. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's nothing really wrong with that. I have 20 waifus myself. Okay, no. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, this is the Save Me poem. I think this was the one I was remembering. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. So I guess she's going to talk about her epiphany right here, maybe? Load me. Okay, I didn't mean to say that part like that. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just really weird and foreboding. Like somehow you know how the universe works. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Indeed it can. Especially the pacing. It's almost like magic. And magic is everything. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. The cacophony. I see. It's a little hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Oh, well, I know what it's about. But I'm not going to say it here. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. But here's a hint. I kind of already gave it away earlier. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might need to change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen, like if the power goes out. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Not even close. What am I even talking about? I'm so silly. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sailor Moon says. Gee, I wonder who I should choose. Okay, Yuri, what do you got for me? Let's see what you've written for today. Oh. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Daniel, I love it as much as I love you. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. Maybe because I had a good teacher. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Oh, you're making her nervous. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? I would never laugh at you. Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Well, we'll see in a little while. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. She said it. So by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Yeah, we might as well just call this the SpongeBob session. If it's with you. Yeah, like for those who don't know, I'm actually kind of recording this somewhat recently to the time when Steven Hillenburg passed away. So this one is essentially giving us a hint towards one of Yuri's secret bad habits. And we'll get into that sometime later. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Well, don't feel bad, I kind of needed help on that one too. It's like well actually, I forgot whose video I watched, but they explained it pretty good. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. In a sense, it's like if you do have a sort of a bad habit that you're just trying to kick, but you're kind of struggling to, well, I suppose almost everyone's kind of had that. I guess some of the more obvious ones would be like alcohol or drug addictions, something like that. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Oh, you know, I just realized since I made Natsuki angry, we didn't get to see the Amy Likes Spiders poem. Oh well. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because her desires are unconventional. Well, no, not really. Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Daniel? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I read a very special type of manga and watch a very special type of anime. Okay, no. I believe there is actually a mod that hints at MC doing stuff like that. Well, I don't think this mod does, thankfully. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Okay, maybe I might be remembering the poem wrong, but like I said, we'll see what she's talking about. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. That's right. Embrace the weirdness. Embrace your dreams, and hold your honor close to you. I might be ranting a little bit now. Hey, well, I've been doing that this whole video. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. I think I might be falling in love with you. There really aren't many people like you, Daniel. That's exaggerating a little bit. Yeah, at least take me to dinner first. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? That's right. So that means I get to go at ludicrous speed. Okay, so Sayori has just asked us if we had the chance to walk home with Yuri, would we take it? And for the sake of this route, I am going to say I would do it. Well, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Or go doki doki? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Yes, she sure is. Wait, what am I talking about? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. No, I didn't. It was just the guy talking for me who did. And he's weird. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Oh, really now? Actually, I don't think that does happen now that I think about it. Then again, I don't really know too much about the entire mod. If anything, I only know like maybe 40% of it. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I feel kind of bad skipping through this, but I must.